Whether it be folklore, cautionary fables, or something to make you laugh, music has always been one of the most unique avenues for storytelling. And in the 21st century, hip-hop stands as one of the true last bastions of utilizing that to mold a character. But it's when an MC actually uses that platform to create something more than a sensationalist bad boy, like a journalist, a satirist, or even a villain, then that is hip-hop at its fullest potential of transcending genre to performance art. But what I find so unique about Danny Brown is how he borrows from some of the best rap has to offer, and yet he uses his talents to critique this narrative tool. Where does the persona end and the person begin?
I'm like cool brick with 2 bricks and hoes on the strap. Off a 2-piece, a 2-pick, I flick and I preach.
With Atrocity Exhibition, Danny presented a fully realized deconstruction of every corner of decadence that has defined his career on stage and off.
Of course, it's the Joy Division, but I never read the J.G. Ballard book. I skimmed through it, I looked at it, but the title comes from the Joy Division song. Because, you know, people just start getting caught up into this world. I don't know. Like, I meet a lot of fans and they'll just be like, they care more about like my actual lifestyle than the actual music. So it started making me feel like a spectacle or something. Like people was taking it for a joke. Like everybody expects to get around me and I'm just gonna be happy.
This is the way, step inside. This is the way, step inside. This is the way, step inside.
What I think Danny has struggled with the most is finding a sound that speaks to what an individual he is. The energy on XXX may not be as much as either side of old, but it still had an interesting take on the excess of hip-hop that, while old at its most explosive, still showed signs of. It didn't have the full convictions of XXX.
It's in my DNA, cause my pops like to get fucked up the same way. It's in my DNA, cause my moms like to get fucked up the same way.
Each record seems to lack something the other has. So naturally, Danny would have to address this divide amongst his fans' expectations. Except instead of putting the focus on us, he decided to go to the root of that and focus on his own inner duality. So where the reverb-heavy production of Joy Division was used to convey Ian Curtis's mental struggles, Danny used it to explore his mental destruction. And whether it's a rhythm that actively fights against him,
I'm sweating like I'm in a rave. Been in this room for 3 days. Think I'm hearing voices. Paranoid and think I'm seeing ghosts. Oh shit.
tension building that's never released.
Take a look inside. Scared you for life. This is the way. Nigga, step inside.
Or a melody he holds on to as if his life depended on it.
Smoke so much I faint. Drink so much I think I make you walk the plank. Bitchin' on my rank. I'm high. Oh my, yo bitch. It's ain't a jolly getting in the thighs.
Every instrumental feels disassembled in a way that represents the erosion of his mind. Like, there was at one point a professional recording of all these songs, I'm sure, but it sounds like Danny had his team break them down and put them back together with spare parts, till I feel like I'm literally in a musical junkyard. Because there are points where I go, God damn, did Sanford & Son produce this shit?
Put a brick on ya and some brick on ya. Check. Nigga, call it pneumonia. I'm on ya. Yeah. Oh, nigga came in this bitch with a new gun. Yeah. Clap blocked in like a fucking moron.
But no matter how disjointed this album is, every song plays with a new sound or a new idea, and it's always aware of the bigger story it's trying to tell. To the point that I'd argue both personalities that make up Danny, the party animal as well as the underdog, are present in almost every song. That could mean one ego speaking directly to the other.
Live a fast life, seeing many die slow. I'm happy when they laugh, so I try to seize the moment. Funny how it happened, whoever would imagine that joke's on you, but ain't no one laughing. Ain't it funny how it happens?
Having one ego's pain be part of the song.
Dance in the water, and not get wet, not get wet, not get wet. Bring it back now, bring it back now. Get it
or using their voice but the other's logic.
Tell me what I don't know. Last night, homie got killed at the liquor store. Shot my nigga on the way to get a swisher. Breaking down the weed when the call got received.
The way people tend to decipher his mood in a song is if he raps in his normal voice, then that means it's personal to him. But there's an even better link if you pay attention to how he structures his lyrics. The core idea is whether or not he's high, the world around him shows no hope of anything else. It's not about surviving, but how he'd rather lose. Would you rather die high or sober?
Tell me what I don't know. Hook Ray came through, kicking down the front door. Now we facing judge, got us sitting up in court, gave us all probation. Now we smoke Newports.
And yet there's a same shit, different day sort of mentality that can be applied to both personas. Now, each of these are their own distinct choruses, first and second, but notice what he does on the third time around.
Tell me what I don't know. Last night, homie got killed at the liquor store. Shot my nigga on the way to get a swisher. Breaking down the weed when the call got received. Tell me what I don't know. Hook Ray came through, kicking down the front door. Now we face a judge, got us sitting up in court, gave us all probation. Now we smoke Newports. Tell me what I don't know. Tell me what I don't know.
He's designed each hook to feed into the other in a chronological cycle. His mentality has been built into the song itself.
Poncho on the block all day, chasing that cilantro. Hook Ray chasing niggas, hoping that they find dope. Shit is like a cycle. You get out, I go in. This is not the life of. Shit is like a cycle. You get out, I go in. This is not the life of.
And the same principle can be seen all through this album. The more intricate Danny gets, the more unhinged he becomes.
No time soon in the city of Boom. Don't for the time we emerge on the road. So that coach, just we cut sound. Here we go, now here we go. Ain't no water, how far we gon' grow. Ain't no chain, then how we gon' change. No umbrella, we stuck in the rain. Dark clouds hanging all over our head. No sunshine and no shots be lit. Light no squares and them dots be red. Like your best friend dead shot in the head.
But what I find even more interesting are his choices on when to have features on songs. And it seems when he wants to communicate whatever personality he's trying to subdue, that's when he has a spot open. Where Rolling Stone shows him slowly receding back to the hard partying Danny Brown against his better judgment.
You know I'm living like a Rolling Stone, but don't feel for me. You know I'm in my zone, so don't speak to me.
It's on Really Dough where we get the real Danny, after immediately cutting to the people that encourage him to go even further and bring out the worst in him.
She look like a Santa folk, my follow my janitor. Sucking on it like she getting vitamins and minerals. I be on them chemicals, she be on my testicles. Poke her with my tentacle, then put her on my schedule. Rolling up them vegetables, rapping with that special flow. Only way your next to blow if you be strapped with C4.
They say I got the city on fire. I ain't booming, that's a goddamn lie. Whoa.
And I just love how Earl curb stomps this fucking track.
And I'm the type of nigga it ain't never been an honor to judge. You a mouse that the Falcon picked up. So disrespect, getting checked like the top of the month. I was a liar as a kid, so now I'm honest as fuck.
But through this nightmarish landscape, when we reach the penultimate track, Get High, he's finally rewarded a small ray of sunshine to relax and have a moment of clarity.
I'm blowing on some miles, something kinda blue. The kinda dope you swear can make dreams come true. Sticky icky nugs, real furry butts. This my party pack, call it the Cotton Club.
Say you had a bad day and want the stress to go away. Just roll up and take the pain away and get high.
And this goes back to the inner duality that drives the album. Danny the person and Danny the persona. What his fans want and what he wants. Who he is versus what he is. The whole album is fueled by this underdog spirit that no one recognizes he's the best there is. He references legendary jazz artists like Miles Davis, Dizzy Gillespie, John Coltrane, even Motown's The Temptations from his hometown Detroit, because Danny is just as talented and equally as decadent as them. And yet, there's something distant to them, something unattainable, like why even bother? But Be Real is that link between him now and what he could be. It's that moment he finally builds the confidence to ensure that he lives with purpose.
Holy Spirit, when I look, I cannot see reflection in the mirror. I broke it with the Judas and I think I see it clearer. These niggas want what mine, but I be damn if I'ma give up. Stuck up in the hood, praying rap will get me down. Mama about to lose her house, gotta figure this shit out.
Danny has persevered through his skill, his wit, and the power of his spirit, to the point that we actually hear hints of both sides finally merging together once considering the distorted wah effect, as well as how he changes his voice.
I never got that tired from the voice I heard inside to myself every day. The greatest lesson, and I'ma give them hell for. Until it's heaven on earth, my nigga, I'ma give them hell for.
Atrocity Exhibition comes in a time where mainstream hip-hop focuses on being introspective, stripped down, and atmospheric. All words I could happily go the rest of my life never having to hear again. And it completely reimagines all of that. It is a breakthrough in experimental hip-hop that has cemented him as the only rapper more proud of his hangovers than his habits.
You know, my music is more so about my life, so I have to live life to have stuff to write about. So I'm in a point right now, I'm living life, you know?